By the way, I set the stream for the low latency thing, so we'll see how that works.
Okay, I'm sure it'll work great. For this
Yeah,
episode of Genesisn't, I'm Eric Allen. I'm here with Joe Drilling.
I'm here to throw down the gauntlet. 4.
For what?
After 3 and before 5.
Yeah, you really should have thought of that ahead of time, buddy. Morbid Coffee's also here.
I use keys to open doors.
Don't shoot the food, dick.
Morbid Coffee shot the food.
Oh,
That sounds like a thing he would do, for sure.
Manufactured for play on the Sega Genesis system. They talked about this on the Giant Bombcast the other day, and it piqued my interest slightly, so I decided that, fuck it, I wanted to check it out.
Our old buddy Ray Barnholt talked about this too. One of the times that he was on when we were still podcasting, because he wrote about it in an issue of Scroll, which is why I picked it up a long time ago and have yet to play it. So
Okay, this should be interesting. Here's quest mode. Quest mode was the thing they mentioned on the. We'll do arcade mode first, just so I get my bearings, my gauntlet bearings.
sure.
Credit
So
per player, difficulty a little easy, very easy,
this
a
is
little
sort of
hard.
near
7 is so hard.
change
so
language.
hard. This
Point.
was M2's first production. And
They were doing a warrior, Valkyrie, wizard, elf. What do you think?
I always liked the elf personally, but
Alright.
that's just me. So yeah, M2, if you're unawares, is a company that currently specializes almost exclusively in I don't know that I would use the word porting, almost like creating custom emulators that run at really high accuracy for classic games. All of the Sega games that were on Virtual Console were M2. Most of the classic game compilations on the original DS, there was a Konami one, there was a Namco Museum on DS, that was M2. Capcom Arcade Cabinet for Xbox 360 and PS3 was M2. All the Sega stuff they have a really close working relationship with Sega, so all the Sega stuff on 3DS.
Should I open this and let all these ghosts out?
That's up to you, man.
Fuck it.
Um,
My ghosts. What you got? You got shit. You're all ephemeral. You ephemeral motherfuckers.
but you're still shooting them with arrows. So
Well, my arrows are magic. That's why.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Why didn't I think of that?
Because you're not an elf.
I guess
Clearly.
not. Clearly. There's still more ghosts.
There's a lot of
Keep coming.
ghosts. I'm sure there's something good up there. There we go. Let's get them all. Let's kite these ghosts. Come here, you fuckers.
So, yeah, all the Sega stuff on 3DS, all those Sega Ages 3D classics on 3DS, that was all M2. The really great PS2. So not the bad like 3D remakes of all the games that were part of the Sega Ages collection, but the ones like the Treasure Box collection and the Monster World collection that came out on PS2 in Japan, that was all M2. They just do really, really high quality sort of reproductions of, and then recently they brought another Ray Barnholt favorite, Dangun Feveron, to the PlayStation 4 as part of their M2 Shot Triggers series, which so far is just Battle Garega and Dangun Feveron.
Shoot or fight demons.
I would say do both. Shoot and fight demons.
I will shoot them to fight them.
Yes. Don't forget to kill the monster generators. That's where they come from.
Yeah, I'm not really trying too hard. Oh
So it
no,
seems
shooting
like-
a potion has a lesser effect.
Yeah, don't shoot the food. Don't shoot the food, dick.
That's
Everybody hates the guy who shoots the food when you're playing
my
Gauntlet.
food. Who cares?
So this was M2's first foray into, and it's called Gauntlet 4, but
Insert coin for more health.
my understanding is that it's basically an improved port of the original Gauntlet, as I understand it. So
Wow.
Wah! So you're Waluigi? Wah!
All right, let's go
Your
check out the
initials.
quest mode. Score per coin.
So that's an extremely M2 thing to do as well, is to like
Quest
add
mode, battle mode,
weird
record
extra
mode. All right.
modes.
Let's check out quest
You know,
mode. That's what we're
check
here
out
for.
quest
We're here
mode.
for quest mode.
Yeah.
Select player. All right, we're gonna go with the. Doesn't actually tell me what they are now. I'm gonna go with yellow. Name. Ooh, what should I name this character?
Elf.
Alf, like
Yes,
Gordon
Alf.
Shumway.
Yes.
I'll do 2 Fs.
Alien
It's
life
not-
form.
otherwise, it might be. Otherwise, it might be copyright infringement.
No, well, we wouldn't want that.
No. There are many mysteries and legends in this world. Period. Pause. When a mystery is solved, it becomes a legend,
I
which
don't
will be
think that's how
told
that works.
over and over again by many people. Nope, I had solved the mystery of where my missing keys were this morning, and now it's a legend.
The Legend of Eric's Keys.
Mm-hmm. People will tell of my missing keys and the time I looked and found them underneath some stuff on my desk for many generations to come. There are some who seek the challenges of adventure in spite of the risks, both for themselves and to create their own legend. People
they're
call
trying to solve
them
their own mystery?
adventurers. Yeah, that's what we're all on this earth for, Joe. We're just all trying to solve our own mysteries.
Solve our own mystery.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's like that Sarah McLachlan
Checks out.
song. To this day, there still exists one mystery that cannot be solved. We call it the mystery protected by the old castle towers. What? Could have come up with a snappier name for this unsolvable mystery.
Could have, but
The ancient castle is deep within the mountains, far from human dwellings. It is surrounded by evil monsters. I'm gonna guess I missed the last.
that sounds right. Why not?
The towers have had a spell cast upon them that protects the castle against intrusion from the outside world. If you cannot break the spell, you will not get near the castle. Well,
Yeah, I mean that's. The spell is just a barbed wire fence, actually. That's...
some say that an ancient secret treasure, undisturbed for many aeons, lies deep within the castle walls. There have been many that have sought to solve the castle's mystery.
And then make it into a castle legend. I'm confused.
Turns out it was Robert Stack was the one that solved the fucking castle mystery. So far, none have succeeded. I should have, yeah, now knowing what I know, I would have named my character Robert Stack. But
Update.
apparently yellow is the wizard.
Yeah.
Your face is that of an adventurer. In that case, I will give you some good advice. The tower is replaced by a maze. If you don't step on the trap, you cannot proceed. One more thing, find a crystal in a tower. This is the key to breaking the seal. So, good luck to you. Is this translated from something? This is
I mean, M2
reminding
is a
me
Japanese
a lot
developer.
of okay, this is he's going to what do I want? Do I want a cotton robe? Do I want protection and energy
Heal
ball?
drink.
Heal drink. Leave shop.
You when you drink the heal drink, the next time you meet somebody, you throw sand in their eyes and hit them in the balls.
Energy
to beat
ball
'em.
protection. Okay, so this is just all stuff that he has for sale. It doesn't actually tell me how much it is.
It says price 0. Are they just giving you stuff, giving away for free, except for the heal drink?
Maybe. Yeah, the heal drink's 50. It just
Everything
makes a
else is
noise
0.
when I try to pick it. I don't know. Magic arrow, magic missile, psycho shot, ray ball.
That guy's gonna turn you into M. Bison. Let you use the psycho shot.
Warp ring, fight ring, heal ring, mirror ring, leave shop. Okay. Alright, well I have no gold, even though that stuff apparently this is a non-magic tile, which is very good. Fire. Fire tower.
Fire!
Floor 1.
So what brought this up on the
I
bombcast?
don't know.
Because I didn't see, there hasn't been like a Jeff Gerstmann home game where Jeff's been playing this or weird like that. So Destroy the monster generators, man. Always. It's just like in Glengarry Glen Ross. A, B, D, MG. Always be destroying the monster generators. That's what Alec Baldwin says in Glengarry Glen Ross, right?
Yeah, I remember that famous scene.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I forget that I can blow them up from the side, through the wall.
Yeah, you can
basically.
shoot through the
Yeah.
the corner gaps.
Ugh.
So I don't have the sound on. Does this game have the does this version have the amazing narrator who says stuff like "Don't shoot the food" and "Wizard needs food badly"? Or is that not in this one?
There's some like grunting going on, but
But no sweet narrator.
I don't hear any narration. my wizard is grunting and groaning a little bit. It's good. Some very
Welcome to my
dramatic music
comedy
for it.
sketch. Gauntlet, Wizard, or Sex?
Uh-huh. It's pretty funny. Turns out it's always the Gauntlet Wizard.
Having sex. So I just I brought my NES to work last week, and
For
we played.
Bring Your NES to Work Day.
Yeah, for National Bring Your NES to Bring Your Old Video Games to Work Day, and we played some Gauntlet 2, which supports the NES 4-score.
And 7 years ago.
And yep, and this game looks a lot better than NES Gauntlet 2.
Yeah, this game sure is
Also-
Gauntlet.
Yeah. Also, I don't recall there ever being a Gauntlet 3. Like there was Gauntlet and Gauntlet 2 in the arcade and on the NES, and I have no memory of there ever being a Gauntlet 3.
Uh-huh. Turns
So
out
now
Gauntlet 3 is
Real World Road. The first result when you search for Gauntlet 3 is Real World Road Rules Challenge, the Gauntlet 3.
We all know Gauntlet 3 was Gauntlet 6 in Japan.
Gauntlet 3, The Final Quest, is a home computer game by US Gold and Tengen. It was released in 1991 for the Amiga, Atari ST, Commodore 64, ZX Spectrum, and Amstrad CPC. It was released 1 year after Gauntlet: The Third Encounter for the Atari Lynx.
okay.
All right, you know what? We're now this numbering system is fucking with me. So is Gauntlet: The Third Encounter Gauntlet 3? Or is Gauntlet 3 Gauntlet 3? Or are there two Gauntlet 3s? Just like this is like Monster World, where it's like, you know, there's like Monster World 2, Wonder Boy 3, or whatever.
Upstairs. I feel
First
like I could
Blood,
just keep going
Part
back to the first
3,
floor and farm that
Rambo
gold
Part
infinitely.
2. I don't know.
Seems poorly designed.
Is that treasure running away from you?
Yeah. I thought maybe it was a mimic. Oh, I'm on
Yeah,
no
right.
magic tile. No shot tile, pardon me.
No shot tile, yeah.
Okay.
Oh no, it's death. Don't fear the Reaper. Quit shooting the potions.
Ah! These dudes are lobbing shit at me.
Yeah, it looks like they might be actually lobbing shit at you. It's hard to tell.
Well, boy, this sure is a Gauntlet game.
I was gonna say, this sure seems like Gauntlet, except, like,
I talked to some guys I can buy some stuff.
yeah, you can buy some stuff.
I do have an Ugh. Yeah, I wish I could remember the context for why this even came up on the Bombcast.
I don't know. Were they comparing it to, like, as like the forefather of like dungeon crawlers like Diablo and stuff like that,
Maybe.
or something, or which I
Oh,
mean,
what year
in
did this
fairness,
come
it
out?
kind of is.
Yeah, but I mean that would be true of just Gauntlet as well.
Right, of Gauntlet, right? What year did this come out? That's a good question.
Okay, so I have to get in there. I have to.
Gauntlet 4 is a remake of the original Gauntlet.
All right. Well, so like this tower does have like some, like the levels. It looks like double back on themselves in a way that I would not associate with Gauntlet. Like to get into that thing, I have to go up to the 3rd floor and then come back down to the 2nd floor.
Interesting. 1993.
Okay. I mean, games definitely had quests prior to 1993.
Yeah, but were there any other like multiplayer overhead dungeon crawls
Probably not.
besides other Gauntlet games before this?
There was a game called. Whoops, I didn't have my mic in there.
Hey, it's
There
Kurt.
was a game called Dandy on the Atari 800 that was a overhead dungeon crawly kind of thing, like Hunt 2 Gauntlet, and had a level editor.
Huh.
Yeah.
Interesting. So in Japan, this game is just called Gauntlet, by the way. Only in the US. Or sorry, I should say only in the West, because the British version, the European version, and the US version are both designated as Gauntlet 4. But in Japan, it's just Gauntlet.
Bum, 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 bum.
Gauntlet 4 was marketed as being the first Mega Drive game to support both Sega's Team Player and Electronic Arts 4-way play peripherals.
Ooh. I really like the noise the wizard makes when he gets hit. Ooh. I have all these keys from all these other floors. I guess I should just use some of them. This will take me back down to level 2, and I can access an area in level 2 that I couldn't before, but it seems like it respawns everything every time. Which ain't really, it's not really a good time.
Yeah.
Also, it doesn't seem like there's anything in here. Alright, let me go check out one of the other towers. Actually, I'll just reset and do that. I hate to lose all this progress, but this is really good title screen art also. These, especially that dude's arms looks, he just has like a big butt on where his forearm should be, and then where the shoulder connects to the chest and stuff.
That's the arcade title screen, isn't it?
I don't know. I don't remember it being such a nightmare, but I could be wrong about that.
I mean, it's maybe slightly different, but it's basically the
quest mode. Whoops. No, I don't want to and I don't want to continue. Whoa, this has like a bunch of slots for names.
Let's see one of the other classes. Should I try the Warrior or the Valkyrie?
Yeah, I went with Warrior this time.
Would you say you're the ultimate warrior?
Middle axe, broad axe, battle axe, flying axe, warrior's axe, thunder axe, dwarven axe.
Double axe handle.
Okay, so he's got like a bunch of... Okay, I see how the store works now. I'm still not sure. I guess that's just the thing I have. All right, where should I go?
They're all elemental. Go to the wind tower.
Wind. Whoop. No, I don't want to talk to you. Leave me alone.
Tower full of farts.
Earth Castle Tower. Okay, so you have to go through all 3 of them, unlock the thing, and then Then I can access the castle tower. Wind tower, floor 1. Ooh, different music.
I like that there's a password feature.
Yeah, it seems like there's a password for your character and also your progress in the towers, maybe.
You want to see if there's any like ridiculously high level passwords on
Yes.
game packs?
Yes, I do. I absolutely do.
All right, let's do it. Let's see what's up.
Duodenum. That's always a good password.
Is that a,
Swordfish.
that's the password that lets you see Halle Berry topless, right?
Oh, Beeblebrox.
Zaphod Beeblebrox seems like the kind of guy who'd use his own name as a password.
Exactly. Yeah. And then forget that was his password.
And then, yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4,
He'd make everybody
5.
else use it as his password, as the password.
Well, I thought you were gonna do the.
Play as Questor, play as Thor, play as Thyro. Start new quest with max gold and EP. I can give you that. I can give you that
Yes,
password.
Yes, I do. I got the password.
Keys to the kingdom.
This is a pretty fucking ripping tune. Also, this guy kind of sounds like Sylvester Stallone when he gets it.
Hey.
Kind of. It's more like, oh, but yes. Whoa. Whoa.
So this guide recommends doing the fire tower first,
Okay.
and then the water tower.
Seems like you want to go.
Climb the water tower, man.
It seems like you want to go water tower. Okay, what's the? All right, let me get. I'll reset one more
Then the
time.
earth tower, and then the wind tower. That's the recommended order according to this FAQ that I'm looking at. Okay, you want so let's see. Start new quest mode with max gold and experience points, max health, max abilities, optimum equipment, all inventory.
Max Payne.
If I do the earth tower, then the wind fire, then the fire tower, then can I do the boogie and wonderland tower?
Yes,
Nice.
yes. All right, are you?
Nope. Hang on.
Oh, and
Alright,
you have to
quest-
enter.
Quest mode.
Yep, and you have to enter the name. So apparently, these are all from one dude. So you have to enter your name as Aether-K, or the passwords won't work.
Does it
'Cause
matter
apparently
what character I pick?
It doesn't seem to matter what character you pick.
Okay, Aether A. Whoops.
All caps. I think they're all
Yeah.
caps no matter what.
A-
Right? AETHER-K.
Okay. Enter password. Yes.
Okay. Are there spaces in there automatic? Yeah, there are spaces. In
Yeah,
there
yeah.
automatically. Okay. All right. 3. Sorry. Jesus Christ, fucked it up in the first character.
Okay.
5.
Hang on.
3 is very similar to 5.
Yeah.
Hang on. Okay, so what? 5?
0, 3.
Wait, 0
6,
or O? Okay, there is no O. 5 0 3 6
5.
space.
W equals J.
It's good for my algebra problem later.
Yeah, minus 8.
This just is an algebra problem.
Yeah. Plus E minus 2M.
Okay.
8. R as in rover.
Number 8. Number 8. That. 8R.
L as in Lima. F as in Foxtrot. 6.
Okay.
3. X-ray. Charlie.
Uh-huh.
Colon.
COLON.
Yeah. Plus. W as in whiskey.
Uh-huh. It's really not necessary, but
Well, P.
P is in P.
Yes. F.
Wait, which P? The green one or
the
the
one-
yellow? The green one or the
The
yellow
one running down your leg.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, that's both. So what is it? WP
F6 minus.
F6 minus. Yeah, 65,000 gold, 99,000 health. Whoa. I'm really, really fast. Also, holy shit. Rune sword, honor blade, Hilder sword. Give me one of those. Give me that sword.
Give me all those swords. Give me every fucking sword you have, motherfucker.
Middle shield, blue shield. Hell yeah, I want the blue shield. Wait, you want me to buy the blue shield? Why can't I buy the shield? Well, let me buy the shield, Joe.
Do
Maybe
you
because I
already
already
have
have
it,
it,
maybe?
maybe? Yeah, maybe.
That was my theory.
Y-Signal says, so having played a decent amount of Genesis games by now, what are your thoughts on the Genesis sound chip and its music, Eric?
Really depends a lot on who's, just like any other system, it depends a lot on who is who's composing the music more so than the hardware on which it's being composed.
I think that the Genesis,
Like, the Genesis
is
is-
less forgiving than some other classics.
I guess bad Genesis music, like the ceiling is a little bit higher and the floor is a little bit lower than like the Super Nintendo or the Nintendo or something, but
Like the NES has some bad music, but the NES music that's bad is pretty noteworthy for being so bad. And like, there's a lot of just like sort of phoned in Genesis music that uses the stock sounds in the FM chip that's in there, and like it's just not good. But I think it's easier for NES music that isn't particularly good to just sort of pass as like, yeah, this is fine. But you know, like you said, I think there's also a higher ceiling. Like, there's nothing, you know, there are very few other systems that have chiptune music at all that is of the quality of what you hear in like Streets of Rage or Streets
well,
of Rage.
I don't know. The only problem with that is that Chrono Trigger exists, and that is arguably as good as anything. Like there are definitely Super Nintendo games with soundtracks that are as good as anything on the Genesis. I have too many keys.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, you
I
can
was
have you're
enamored of
entitled to your
that-
opinion,
of
but
that.
you can also be wrong too. You know,
Uh-huh.
it's okay.
Yeah, I'm not as enamored with Hironobu Sakaguchi as apparently like everybody else on Earth is. Like, I mean, his music is fine, but
That Chrono Trigger battle music is the best 16-bit era piece of music. Suck it.
that's a bold claim.
It's pretty good. I have too many potions. Fuck it, I'm just gonna burn this shit. I'm too fast. I can't keep up with what's going on. Fortunately, I have so much health it doesn't matter. But yeah, it's the Genesis sound chip is like this. The music in this game is pretty good. It's got some good shit going on. But yeah, like I said, there is definitely the basement. It gets pretty low on some Genesis stuff. It just sounds like weird fart noises. Like,
Yeah. The music for, I think it's Street Fighter 2, Super Street Fighter 2 is pretty bad. I'm trying to remember which version of Street Fighter 2 it is, if it's Champion Edition or Turbo, but one of them is like, it's pretty fucking rough. Like, but like the soundtrack to some of the arcade ports especially are really good because the hardware inside some of those old arcade cabinets was very similar to what's in the Genesis. Like Capcom CPS-1 sound chip was also a Yamaha FM synthesizer, and so like the Ghouls and Ghosts music and the Strider music and stuff on the Genesis sounds like very, very similar to what the arcade music sounds like.
Back at the exit. Huh. Well, this is the second floor? Or maybe there's a basement in the water tower? I don't know.
I don't know, man.
So which one didn't I check? I'll just run into the Earth one real quick.
Mhm.
I'll listen to the music. I'm not entering a password. Earth Tower. Yeah, so I don't know. I feel like this game would be... You don't want to play Gauntlet by yourself. There's no version of Gauntlet that you want to play alone.
Yeah, I mean that's sort of the thing, right? But I don't know. Maybe next Extra Life, if we're all together, we could all use that password and run through. Like that's the strategy on River City Ransom, right? Is to have one dude just get totally beefed up, and then you quit. You get the password, and then you quit, and you both use the password. So you're both like ridiculously overpowered. At least that's how we always played River City Ransom.
Get out of here. Wait a minute, what? How the fuck do I get out of here?
There's no escape. Can you break some of the blocks or anything?
Maybe. I must have got in here somehow.
You did get in
I'm
there
teleported
somehow.
in. How the fuck do I get out of here? Alright, well, that's Gauntlet 4. I don't know how to get out of this room.
That's the 50th installment of Genesis or Genesisn't.
Ugh, what a waste of everyone's time. Anyway, yeah, I don't know. This is definitely a Gauntlet game. The quest system is like that structure is kind of interesting for a Gauntlet thing, but I still, like I said, you don't play Gauntlet by yourself.
No.
You're not gonna
Even
have a
with,
great time.
honestly, even with friends, I tend to get bored of Gauntlet like relatively quickly.
Yeah.
The later ones, like the Dreamcast one and the PS2 one, like maybe not quite as quickly.
Legends
but,
of Gauntlet. Gauntlet Legends.
Oh, Legends and Gauntlet Dark Legacy, I think that's what they were called.
Yeah. Still tile.
Yeah. So.
Yeah, I don't know where to go. Anyway,
So much Gauntlet TM.
that's Gauntlet. Bye.
Well, we'll see you next week with some other Genesis game. Here's the 50 more.